Hello everyone, it is week number 3 and this week we are focusing mainly on pushing past when we don't feel motivated to go work out, get in the gym. And I'm super excited about this week because that's one thing that I love most about the fitness industry is working out, getting in the gym, lifting very heavy stuff. So I'm excited for this week, and I'm excited to see what my accountability partners come up with this week as they push themselves past any levels of discomfort to get themselves back in motion. One Renee-ism that I will drop on you guys today is a body in motion stays in motion. So let's go. This week our mental fitness tip is, if I feel I can't, therefore I must. If you've been paying attention to the blog at all, you kind of get an understanding of what that actually means. And it's all about our willingness to continue to put forth the effort every single day to get ourselves into the gym, to get ourselves into some type of motion.
Sitting here in the parking lot at the Jordan YMCA, and I was thinking, you know, this is the night where they have just only a short amount of time in terms of practice. So I was thinking, man, I could really just take a nap. That sounds nice. Because I am tired. Gosh, I have a headache. So maybe I don't need to go in. So as you can see, I'm coming up with all these excuses as to why I shouldn't go in. But I am going to go ahead and go in. Good morning. I am at the gym. I made it. Got my girl Mo over here as my Stairmaster partner because this is for the birds. I don't really want to be here.
Good morning. Just wanted to check in. Today is Wednesday, cardio day, and I have been struggling this week with getting up and doing my exercises. Although I've been completing them, it's been a struggle to get out of that bed. I think it might just be because of the weather. It's kind of funky, makes you kind of gloomy.
Difficult week, stressful week. From work to the house, it just seems like everything was going on. I mean, the last thing I wanted to think about was, what am I going to eat healthy on that night, on that day, for that lunch, or what have you. So again, my choices this week have gotten better. Most importantly, just last night, I thought to myself, although it is great for me to continue to like my drinks, like my Coke and my different beverages, I really need some water. So at least last night, I admitted to myself that I need to get back on my water so that my skin can get better, so that I can feel better, and most importantly, so that I can look better. So little progress is progress, and I celebrate even the thought of me getting back on my water. And so I said I would start Sunday. So we'll see how Sunday goes. But I do plan on drinking at least my 64 ounces on Sunday and eventually make my way back up to my gallon a day.
Just finished my workout with Renee, and we are ending week 2. And I love to end on a strength training workout. But as we were starting, I noticed my body kind of yelling at me and getting very aggressive with me in my stomach area. And so it is so, to me, hard for, you know, women who are kind of transitioning into this lifestyle, because we're not always aware or in tune with what's going on in our bodies. And we start to chalk it up to things like, oh, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. Maybe I'm just, you know, not like other women. I can't, you know, do this. And sometimes it literally is hormonal things that are happening. When I started the workout, I just was having those doubts, right? I was just like, maybe I'm just getting to the age now where genetics are kind of taking over and I cannot, you know, be like this. I'm looking, case in point for me with the Fit Tip, because it was like you spend so much time in this world of doubt, you lose sight of what actually is. And that's what happened for me just now. And so that point just kind of drove home for me, and it kind of gave me a little bit of a boost of an energy.
Actually, I'm healing well. It wasn't as bad today. A couple weeks ago it was really bad, but today I feel, again, overall I feel really good.
But today I'm up and at it. I'm gonna get my cardio in with Nicole Harper at the Fit with Renee. She has a lot of energy, so maybe some of that energy will rub off on me and I'll burn lots of calories. Let's do this. It's April and I'm witnessing snow outside. So this week has been, started off a pretty good week. Yesterday was gloomy outside, so I had no desire to work out. So today is Wednesday, cardio day. I'm up and at it, despite what it looks like outside. I'm ready to get a good burn in, get my mind right.
And how I am doing on my mental fitness journey. Let me get the remote, sit down, and turn on CNN to see if the verdict had come in. For those of you guys who don't know, we are awaiting a verdict on a very high-profile case in today's climate, and so I kind of wanted to hear the verdict firsthand, get all the reactions, see what was going on. But I stopped and I asked myself, Decatur, do you really want to do this? I decided not to watch CNN. I thought to myself it would probably serve me better if I was to watch something like Girlfriends or something very high energy and laughing, just to kind of continue on the path that I am on. That does not mean that I am not awaiting the verdict. That just means that I don't want my time to be inundated with the news that actually triggers some downward or spiraling emotions that I've worked so hard to get out of. So tonight I chose to be my own stoplight. So I say that because I know that we do talk a lot about exercise, treadmill, meal prepping, and all those things. However, I think it's also key for us to exercise some mental discipline as well.
Hello everyone, heading out to get my son, and today I am not excited. I am headed to my trainer to do my fitness reevaluation, and those are always hard for me. But I'm learning again how to be okay with where I'm at so that I can move past where I'm at. So I go in for my fitness evaluation, and she kind of tells me what I need to do, gives me some very matter-of-factness, which is needed. And let's see what she says.
On my way into the studio for some strength training today, and it's been a long time since I went to a 6:30 a.m. class during the weekday for strength. So I'm looking forward to that, excited, nervous at the same time. Fueled up on some oatmeal this morning with 4th cup of oatmeal, 4th cup, not cup, but a 4th of a banana, a few pecans, so I'm ready on that end. As I'm riding, towards the studio, I realize, in order to get some goals achieved, I really need to be a little bit more disciplined.
This is how she gets prepared for class. She praises God.
To get my spirit right for real, right? I thought you were coming on that side.
I am, but I didn't want to scare you by getting in.
But
So.
you did anyway. But yes, that's exactly what I'm doing, is getting my spirit right. You hear the music, right?
I do. I do.
No, but if you complain of food, everybody needs to recover.
My workout was hard. My arms are on fire. Right? Fire. But it was good nonetheless. I got this. I always give myself a pep talk during our workouts. Go, Maggie, go.
Notice anything different about my background? You guessed it. I am out here in the neighborhood taking a stroll, spending some time with nature, spending some time with myself for the first time in a while. So, I just wanted to check in to let you guys know that I am finally doing something that not only caters to me mentally, but also is working me out physically.
How are you?
Time to work out.
Time to work out.
And I had to remind myself of, every time you restart, you are going to be in some pain, but it will get better each week. And so I forced myself to go to Renee on Saturday, because I literally didn't sign up until Friday night, because I was like, am I going to do it? Am I not? And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And so mentally I was like, okay, I know I need to, but, am I going to be able to physically, get it in? And I just was like, go, you're going to go. Get it together. Yeah. Hey, Reagan, honey, I like that hair. Swing that hair, Reagan.
Don't make her break her neck.
But you drink water, right?
No, I don't.
Oh.
What is it? Is it Coke or what is it?
Coke.
Coke.
Well, you
And
eat
and
salmon.
Yeah, I've eaten it, but I don't know when last time I ate it. I've been eating burgers and pizza and any chicken fries and anything I can throw in the air fryer. That's what I've been eating.
Oh, it's in the air fryer, so that's good.
Yeah, but it's frozen food in the air fryer.
But still,
But it's still in the air fryer, yeah.
I'm excited today because I get an opportunity to check in with one of our other accountability partners, Maggie Lewis. And instead of going to her home today, I will be doing it virtually. So I can't wait to check in with her to see how she's doing this week. All right, Miss Maggie Lewis. We are in week 3 now. How are you feeling so far with the Me versus Me challenge?
I feel good. I think it really makes me focus on what I'm doing. And while I was intentional about what I was doing, this really brings it all together. So far, so good. And honestly, I love the encouragement and the support of the team. And so it's been fun as well.
Awesome. Have you found any hurdles for you, schedule or anything like that wise, difficult, that, just kind of gets in the way a little bit here?
Yeah. So my schedule is bananas, and it always has been bananas, but accepting the challenge, honestly, and documenting and sharing what I'm doing, that's really has been my biggest challenge, is just making the time to communicate and share what's happening in the process. But as far as the workouts and the schedule itself, I committed to that schedule a while ago, and it works. And I really just work my schedule, work my plan.
So week 3, our fit tip is, if I feel I can't, I must. And the reason why I think it was important to have you in this week is because I see that level of determination in you where you don't necessarily let anything stop you from the plan. It's like this discipline of sorts. Where did that come from for you?
So that started 1,000 years ago. And I think it comes from my mother. I never wanted to let mommy down. Yes, I'm a grown woman, but I still call my mother mommy. I never wanted to let her down. I saw everything that she was facing as a single parent. She had me at 16 years of age. The last thing I wanted to do is disappoint her or put an extra burden on her. So I always wanted to do what was right. And that determination and that fight that she has, I think it was just instilled in me early on. And so now, like, I pray up every day. I do my meditation every day and just like tackle the day. Like, if I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down fighting. That's just who I am. Right.
So are there moments, because I know someone with your regimen, daily regimen, are there moments where that disciplined life becomes too much for you?
Yeah. So I'm going to say this before I respond to that question. That determination, like, I give myself, and this is going to sound really cheesy, but I give myself a pep talk all the time. I have affirmations, in my phone that says, Maggie, you got this, go girl, that's pop up in the middle of the day. I also give myself pep talks during our crazy workouts, right? I will, like, while we're doing those plank jacks, I'm like, okay, Maggie, and you got this, do not stop, girl, like, come on. So I'm constantly giving myself a pep talk, right? And so that works for me. Now, with everything that I have going on in life, and I'm not different than anyone else. I just happen to have a platform that comes with a lot of folks having access to my platform or are able to hear and see the types of things that I'm doing in our community. But again, I'm no different than anyone else. But there are times where I feel like I literally have the weight of the world on my shoulders. And again, on those days, one, I'm so appreciative of a great support network. I'm so appreciative and grateful that I have faith, because it really is my faith that like gets me through everything. But again, there are times that I just really feel like I have the weight of the world on my shoulders. And I know I don't have to conquer things by myself. But again, the things that I take on, the roles that I have in our community, sometimes they do get heavy.
Yeah. And what do you do in those moments? What have you set up for? I know you said the affirmations.
Yeah, the affirmation, the support, my husband, my mother, my friends, my accountability partners, and my workouts. Like, when I'm feeling like something's heavy, I can get out and run, walk. I got to do something to get moving and then process it. I'm the queen of processing things. And my friends and folks who are really close to me, I always tell them, play that tape to the end. And so when there's something going on, like, I'm processing, trying to play the tape to the end. Like, if I go left, what's going to happen? If I go right, what's going to happen? So I'm really big at processing things. And oftentimes I'm able to process things on a treadmill, on a Stairmaster, on a walk. I use my workouts as an outlet, and it really is my me time.
Tell me about the me time, because I know that's huge for you. You do not deviate from taking that me time.
Exactly. So my me time is truly my me time. And so I get up bright and early in the morning, somewhere between 3:30, 4 o'clock a.m. I start my day every single day with a prayer and just thinking about what I need to do to get my day started. And before I put my feet on the ground, I always ask the good Lord to order my steps every day. I do not deviate from that time.
What do you think happens if you can't stick to the plan for you? When you have that, I know I have to do this, but I don't think I can manage it today. What happens for you? Are there days?
When I can't manage it,
You just can't.
Oh, yeah. So when it feels like it's too heavy, first of all, I'm gonna still do it, but I'm probably, odds are, like, I give myself grace. I try my best to give myself grace. If I gotta cry for a minute, close door, cry, let it out, release, turn on my gospel music, and just give myself some time to let it all go, I'll do that. There's been times where I give myself, I'll go through whatever I need to go through, but at the end of the day, I give myself a pity party. And I feel like I'm entitled to a pity party, but I'm not allowed to stay there. So if I'm giving myself a pity party on Friday, by Saturday at noon, Maggie, and you got to suck it up and go do what you're supposed to do.
That is good. That is good. So I know one of the challenges for you, which is, a challenge in its own right, is not getting enough food.
Yep.
Mentally and physically. Or you skip meals.
Say it one more time.
When you have those days that you skip meals, what does that do mentally, emotionally, and physically?
Yeah. So physically, I know I need to make sure I'm not skipping meals. I try to make it up at the end of the day. But again, it's always been a struggle. If I get so, and it's not good. Look, I'm going to acknowledge that it's not a healthy habit to have. But I get so busy doing that I forget to eat, right? And then I beat myself up because, again, I know it's not healthy or wise to walk around here skipping meals, especially knowing the lifestyle that I have as far as being busy and being active. I'm a very active human. And so I know I need proper nourishment. But again, there's times where I beat myself up. But again, I don't stay there. I acknowledge that I messed up and I got to correct it. So I try my best not to stay in that sunken, dark place, right? So I acknowledge the error, the mistake, and keep it pushing.
Awesome. So you're aware that a few of us want to be able to compete bodybuilding, and that is not your goal. Your goal is to kind of be able to keep up, yes?
No, that's like, no, yeah, I'm not. I'm going to carry you guys' bags and cheer for you.
She's like, I'll support.
That's my job.
But you are okay walking through doing the regimens and things like that.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I'm up for a challenge.
Yes. Okay. That makes perfect sense. Absolutely. Go ahead.
But getting on stage, that's not my ministry. I just, yeah, no, it's not in my spirit right now, ma'am. Thank you.
Amen. So you and I text a lot, and one of the things I found kind of interesting, and sort of my last question for you is, when you decided to take the leap into vegetarian lifestyle, what was that journey like for you? What made you ultimately arrive there?
And so it was a journey. I don't have one of those aha moments where I was like, okay, I don't need, well, I did, but it was a journey to get to the point where I decided that I did not need meat in my diet. It started back, so grew up poor, and we ate everything, pig feet, chitlins, you name it, we ate it. I didn't realize I was poor into college. And so when you're poor at college, you eat what is available to you. So I consumed lots of burgers, cheeseburgers. It was very common for me to eat a burger at lunchtime, dinner time, really in graduate school. Like I lost my mind. I was just eating junk food. But I also knew early on that my family has a history of heart disease, cancer. And so once I graduated, I was like, okay, Maggie, and you have to do better. So I opted to give up beef and pork, and did that for many years. And so I was eating chicken and turkey and fish, was doing well, working, going about my life. Then I realized that I didn't want my chicken baked. Again, I was active. I've always been very active, but I didn't want my chicken like baked and all that good healthy stuff. I wanted my chicken deep fried. I wanted KFC. I wanted Church's chicken with the grease. Like that was my jam. Smothered chicken. I was good. But again, I realized like, okay, girl, that can't be healthy. And again, you have your family over here with all these health issues, and you're the first generation college graduate. You should know better. You should want to lead by example. So after all of that, I gave up the chicken and the turkey. And for many years, I just ate fish. That was my source. Then on the campaign trail, I'm living my best life, talking about how I'm going to help the community, reelect Maggie Lewis, you know, the whole story. I got food poisoning from eating fish. And so I was like, I thought I was going to die. So after that feeling of like literally thinking you're going to die, I remember lifting my cell phone up, thinking my cell phone is so heavy. Like, I was miserable. And after that day, I was like, well, I don't need fish. And so fish was the last thing that I was eating. And after that, I was like, you know what? I don't need any meat in my diet. So I just really went to focus on eating a plant-based diet. I do eat eggs and cheese, and I limit the amount of cheese. But for the most part, it's a plant-based diet, and I feel good.
Awesome. I don't know a lot of people who would be able to brave that terrain, especially culturally speaking, because a lot of what we do, especially even in the bodybuilding world, is based or protein based. But right. Time where people are able to do it with plant-based meal plans. So,
and you have to pay attention to it, right? And when you talk about our culture, like my Black card has been revoked 1,000 times, even from my family. Like, they're like, what are you going to eat? I'm like, I'm going to eat the greens, but please don't put no fat backs in them. And they think I'm weird, like I'm an alien.
I'm like, just because I just think when we start to eat healthy, our family kind of looks at us like, you know, we're the, you know, weird ones or what have you.
Exactly.
But I think you've served as a great model, a great accountability partner for me.
Likewise.
And I appreciate your spirit and your approach to this journey and joining in on Me versus Me. My last question, next week, how do you think you can build that into just your lifestyle?
Yeah, so I'm horrible at recovery and hitting that pause button. And our trainer just put me on ice last week about not making time to recover. And so we agreed that I can run all the time, but you gotta pause and recover so your muscles can grow. So I got that whole pep talk about stopping and pausing. It's hard for Maggie Lewis to be still. So it's on my calendar this Sunday. I'm going to take a day off of all things fitness. We're going to see how that goes. I did it last Sunday for the first time. And to be honest, I was about to go back crazy because I wanted to go downstairs and get on my treadmill. I'm like, man, my thing on Apple Watch is not doing anything. So so it'd be interesting to see how I navigate that. But it's because I follow my calendar to a T. It's on my calendar to not exercise and recover on Sunday.
Absolutely. Good for you. Just a last bit of encouragement as we conclude here. Renee is absolutely right. We have to prioritize rest, but also understanding that, God gives rest to those he loves. When you hear that, how does that hit your ear gate?
Oh, I know this. And so I used to take Sundays off pre-COVID, and I don't want to blame anything else on the pandemic, but I used to take Sundays off, and then we went virtual, and then worship service was via Zoom. I was like, I might as well work out. And that's what I did. So I'm going to put it back on my calendar. And then, at some point, our church is going to open back up. And on Sundays, I'll be back at my spot serving as an usher at Mount Paran Baptist Church. And so I have something to do on Sundays besides work out.
Amen. And I thought I was the reason why you came in that one Sunday. You're like, I put it on my schedule and you're not even there.
Yeah. So I follow my schedule. So you're a witness of that. I did that. I took that one for the team.
Yes. Amen. So, Maggie, it has been an honor just knowing you, but also witnessing your journey from a motivational standpoint. And I can't wait to see what we do with this Me versus Me challenge. So
thank you so much for inviting me in, and thank you for your support and your friendship. I truly appreciate you.
All right. Well, you have a good day at work. See you.
Take care.